Thanks for joining us on our Real Talk channel, where today we're going to be going over the Charlotte County market update for the month of May in comparison to this time last year. Let's dive into our first statistic that we're going to go over, which is going to be the closed sales in Charlotte County. So our total closed sales was 602, which comparing to last year was 722. So that's about 16% less than it was this time last year. However, we are still very consistent with our cash sales. We've got 46.8% cash sales, whereas this time last year was 48.3%. So it's only about a 2% difference with our cash sales. We still have a lot of cash sales. It's those that are actually doing financing, FHA, VA, conventional, those buyers has slowed down quite a bit. And I think it's pretty easy to tell with the interest rates as high as they are now versus where they were at last year. That's why those have slowed down quite a bit. So that is a pretty simple explanation. But now let's dive into our average sale price. So if you guys have stayed up with us, you've seen that average sale price go all the way up to 10% less than what it was this time last year. Charlotte County's range from about 6 to 10%. However, I was happy to see the numbers this month where we're actually only 1.1% less than what we were this time last year. So those numbers are starting to even out and we're not seeing them drop as low. Our average sale price now is $433,000 versus this time last year was $438,000. So that's a steady market. That's nothing, no very high, no lows. Pretty steady market there. So we like to see that. But a couple other statistics I'd like to go over is our days on market. When can we expect an offer? When can we expect a closing? When can we expect a paycheck, right? All right, so the actual days on market of when you actually go active and plan to have an offer is 28 days. So essentially you're talking about a month that you can expect to be on the market, be showing your property, and then in about a month you get your contract and you go under contract. And then from that point, we've got 73 days where you say, I list my house, I have an offer, and in total, it's about 73 days where you're gonna be start to finish, closing, you get your paycheck, everything's done. So I would tell yourself about 2 to 3 months is what the process is taking right now. On average, that's where things are sitting, about 2 to 3 months before everything's finished, closed out, and you moved on to your new home. So for those statistics, that's what I would be looking at. But another really important statistic is our active inventory. You guys have heard me say so many times the supply and demand issue. Well, supply has come up a lot since this time last year. This time last year, we were only at 1.6%. I'm sorry, not percent, 1.6 months inventory. So that meant in about a month and a half, no one else put their house on the market, I would run out of inventory. So we are now at 4.6, almost 5 months inventory. Keep in mind, as we eke up to that 6-month mark, at 6 months, that is now a buyer's market. So that's something we definitely want to keep in mind. Still a healthy market. I'd like to see that number stay right around that number. If anything, go less, but not get too much higher than that. So we have a little over 2,000 houses on the market. And in comparison, we only had 1,000 houses on the market this time last year, which now we have specifically 2,193. So you can see there's a huge inventory difference there. And that's why it takes a little bit longer to sell your house, but it's still selling, and it's still selling for a good price because our average sale price is essentially the exact same as it was this time last year. All right, that wraps it up for Charlotte County.